Dear students, I am Ajay Tiwari. Today I am going to discuss a new chapter, chapter number 8, conditional and iterative statements. As you know that a program executes its statements from beginning to end, but some programs depending upon need can change to execute one of the available alternatives or even repeat a set of statements. Sometimes programs need tools for performing repetitive actions and for making decisions. Such statements are selection statement, if and iteration statements for and while. Firstly, I am going to explain what is a statement. Statements are the instructions given to the computer to perform any kind of action, be it data movements and be it making decision or be it repeating action. It means your statement can either data movements or making decisions or repeating actions. Clear? Second is the type of a statement in Python. First is there are three types of statements in Python: empty statement, simple statement, and compound statement. First is the empty statement. In Python, an empty statement is pass statement. A pass statement is useful in those instances where the syntax of language requires the presence of a statement but where the logic of program does not. Through the example, I want to explain it. See the example. I have written diff simple function. So diff means define. Simple function is the name of function. And the last line I have written call the function. In middle, I have written pass. Here, I have not written any statement. So when we'll run the program, so program will display error. But when you will write pass, so your program will not display any error. Okay, so means pass not implemented now. Okay, next is the simple statement. Any single executable statement is a simple statement in Python. As you can make out that simple statements are the single line statements. Means in the Python, you are writing the line or you are writing the code, it is called a statement, simple statement. See here, I have written two statements. In first, I have written name is equal to input, enter your name. Name is the variable and input is the method. Input method is used here to accept string from user, and after accepting the string, this string will be stored in the name variable. In the second statement, I have written print name, means second statement will print your result. Okay. Third is the compound statement. A compound statement represents a group of statements executed as a unit. A compound statement has a header line which begins with a keyword and ends with a colon, and a body consisting of one or more Python statements. Each indent inside a header line, all statements in the body are at the same level of indentation. Okay. So in compound statement, seek the example. N is equal to int, input, enter, and integer. So n is the variable. Int is written here because I want only integer number. So I have written int because input is the method and input method accepts only string. So if you want to integer value, so before input you will write int function, int keyword. Okay. So in the second line I have written if n modulus 2 equal 0. So compound statement begins with the keyword. So if is the keywords and ends with the colon sign. So see here, colon sign equal 0 after I have written colon. Colon means, so when will you write colon, and after writing colon, when will press enter key, so automatically your pointer, your cursor will shift to leave 4 space. See here, I have written here colon sign. So when will you press, so see here, after 4 space your cursor will shift here. See also here. Okay, so automatically your cursor will shift, leave the 4 space. So leaving 4 space is called indentation, and this is called a block. This one is the called if block, and this one is called the else block. Okay, this one is the else block and this one is the if block. Clear? So this is the compound interest. So compound statement. Compound statement with the begins with the keyword and ends with the colon sign. Clear? Next, statement flow control. Statement flow control. In program, statements may be executed sequentially, selectively, or iteratively. Every programming language provides constructs to the support sequence, selection, or iteration. Okay, so now I am going to explain one by one. First is sequencing. In sequence, this, see, this means that the computer will run your code in order, one line at a time, from the top to the bottom of your program. It will start at line 1, then execute line 2, then line 3, and so on till it reaches the last line of your program. See the example. I have written here x is equal to 5, y is equal to 10, z is equal to x plus y, then print z. It means when will you run the program, so first your program will execute x is equal to 5, means first line will execute, then after second line y is equal to 10 will execute, then after third line 5 plus 10 is equal to 15, and 15 will be stored in the z variable, and then finally your program will print answer will be print 15, means your program will execute in sequence manner. Okay, one by one. Clear? Second is the selection. Sometimes you only want some lines of code to be run only if condition is met, otherwise you want the computer to ignore these lines and jump over them. This is known as selection and achieved by using if statement. Okay, see the example. Here I have written x is equal to x is equal to 5, y is equal to 10, and then after I have written x greater than y and then colon, and print x is greater than y, and else print y is greater than x. So here the if else control structure evaluates the text expression and executes the statements given in the if block only when the test condition is true. Means if your condition is true, so first if block will executed. If the given condition is false, then the statements given in the else part will be executed. Okay, so if your condition is true, see, if your condition is true, so first if block will executed, otherwise if your condition is false, so then your else block will be executed. This is the block, see here. Okay, clear? Next, iteration. Iteration is the process where a set of instructions or structures are repeated in a sequence a specified number of times or until a condition is met. In programming, this is the commonly represented as a loop. Okay. So see the example. Here I have written x is equal to, and I have created list 1 2 3 4 5 and then 4 a in x and then print a. So in this code, a is the variable that is used to iterate the values given in the sequence. Okay, so here a is the name of variable. Okay, so a is the name of variable that is used to iterate the values given in the sequence. Okay, and the loop continues until it reaches the last value in the sequence. Means when will you run the programs, a will print first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Means your loop will move 5 times. Okay, and until it reaches the last value. So last value is 5. Clear? Next, program logic development tools. Okay, so before developing the program, we should read and analyze the given problem and decide about basic subtasks needed to solve a program. Okay, and the order of these subtasks. Clear? See here. So before writing the program, you should create algorithm. So what is the work of algorithm? An algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve a given problem. Means if you want to write a program, so before writing the code, you should write algorithm, and with the help of algorithm, we will try to define the steps one by one. Okay, so your question is here, my question is, program that takes a number and checks whether the given number is odd or even. Okay, so you want to write a program, your program will accept the number, and after accepting the number will check the given number is even or odd. Okay, so first we will write algorithm. So in algorithm you will write step 1, you will start step 2, input n, means program will ask value from user. Step 3, if n modulus 2 equal 0, means here value will check and given value will divide by 2. If value after division value will come 0, means even number, otherwise odd number. Okay, and the step 4, stop, means terminate the program, terminate the code. Okay, after that you will draw flow chart. What is flow chart? A flow chart is a graphical representation of the steps and algorithm to solve given program. Means with the help of flow chart you will try to understand your program will execute, how will your program execute. Okay, so in graph, first is the oval shape. Oval shape is used to start or stop. Okay, second is the parallelogram. Parallelogram is used to input and output. And next is the diamond shape. Diamond shape is used to decision, and arrow is used to flow of control. Okay, so see here, first I have written start, then flow line. After I have written input n, means here your value will be accepted, and then after in diamond box I have written if n modulus 2 equal 0, means here your condition will check. If your condition is true, so print even and terminate the program, come out the program. If condition is false, so print, see here, print odd and out of the program. Clear? After that you will write the code. First you will write algorithm, then after flow chart, and after finally you will write the code here. See here, your code is here. You will write the code in last. Okay, so n is equal to input, enter an integer. If n modulus 2 equal 0, colon, print n is even number, else print n is odd number. Okay, thanks for watching this video.